Dale Not Dale Podcast.
What up, Bonnie?
Yo.
Yo, man.
Yeah. Dude, does my voice sound really low?
Dude, yeah.
I know. I got this illness.
Why do you keep getting sick?
I don't know. Some people say it might be stress.
Well, you have been under some stress lately.
I have. I need to stop that.
Maybe after today, when we have the DOD King on, he may rid you of your weasel ways.
See, that's the thing, is I'm really feeling like he is going to be the answer.
He may be, I mean, he is the king. He's going to be your king.
Yeah.
You may have to start saying hail to the king.
I will do that. Absolutely.
I'm excited today. We got Carter Vynckier, the DOD driver off the deck king, is going to be gracing us with his presence. We've both been following this guy since he started, and I started talking to him early on. Man, we follow each other, and I talked to him about being on the podcast. He's like, "Yeah, I'm in," but he was super busy doing a lot of stuff. So I respected that, and then every once in a while I hit him up, and he finally said, "Hey, man, let's do it." And so I was like, "Vaughn, clear your calendar. We got the king coming on."
Dude, I've got the same feeling now as I did with Donnie Baker.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same thing.
He's that big of a personality.
Yes. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'm stressed. I don't know what to do with my hands.
I know, dude. I'm excited to talk to him. One, he plays golf, which we're huge golfers and we love it. So one, we're gonna have plenty to talk about. Two, this guy can riff probably better than anybody I know.
Oh, dude.
Like, I feel like anything he does is just off the dome, and it's like unrehearsed. He just talks shit that well.
He's just good at it. And dude,
And he's young.
He's from Virginia. That personality, they're very strong personalities up there.
Really?
And this guy is one of the strongest. He's king.
That's why you don't get to be the king by just accident.
Yeah, no.
They crowned him.
I mean, he didn't get crowned it. He put the crown on himself.
Yeah, he took the crown. He put his foot on the other king's throat.
Yes.
Took his crown.
Yeah. And he found out that other king was a queen. Boom.
You never know these days. So
it's weird in Parliament.
so we're gonna have Carter on here in a little bit. As soon as he jumps into the studio, we're gonna let him in. And man, I'm excited to do this with him. I'm so pumped to have him here on. I mean, not here, but he'll be on Riverside with us. He'll be episode 72. Man, we got some good momentum going, dude. I feel good about what we got going.
I have too, yeah. The last few weeks have been really, really good.
Yep. And then season 3 is coming up, man. We got to get our new artwork done.
Yeah.
We just signed a deal with a new podcast sponsor.
We did.
So I mean, obviously, Good Ranchers is not going anywhere. Good Ranchers is still the show presenter. They're our main people. We love Good Ranchers. They take care of us, and they always will. I hope they never leave us. But we just got a new one. I mean, should we say who it is?
I mean,
you want to wait?
They didn't tell us not to say anything.
Yeah, we can bring it up.
We can do whatever we want.
So they have a company called Yo Pretty Boy. They have a moisturizer for men. I mean, women can use it too as well.
Absolutely.
But it's like a 6-in-1. It does a lot of things for you, and it's one product. And hey, we're a couple pretty boys.
Yeah.
At least we say we are.
I mean,
Vaughn was a model.
I'm confident.
Vaughn's the prettiest guy I know.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm hoping to use this Yo Pretty Boy moisturizer and make me a pretty boy too.
Dude, you're gonna be
even with a mustache. I can be a pretty boy.
You're a pretty guy with a mustache.
I'm gonna try to be a pretty man.
You're always gonna be a boy.
Okay, so we got that new sponsor coming on. So man, we're excited to work with them. We're gonna bring our plan is for 2024 is bring some new stuff to the podcast, have some fun, bring up some new guests, do a lot of solos with me and Vaughn, and of course with the Magnus, and really find out what everybody wants and bring it to them, man.
Yeah. I think 2024 is going to be a big year of ramp up and honing in. And
yeah. I mean, we've had a year and a half of really getting going. Like this year was bigger.
Yeah.
We signed with Good Ranchers. They've helped elevate our game by bringing a big sponsor to the thing, and these guys have been great to us. And so we found Yo Pretty Boy and Kevin and Ben. We met with them via conference, like video conference, and we inked a deal with them. So I'm excited, man.
Me too, man.
It's all new stuff to just help bring a better product.
It is.
And speaking of product, Good Ranchers, dude, they got their Christmas specials. I mean, we talked about this. Don't be getting no half-ass gifts, Vaughn. You need to get somebody the gift of meat.
Look, you know what's really hard about giving Good Ranchers?
What's that?
I want it.
I know. Like, just don't get it shipped to your house.
But that's real hard, like, because everybody's like, oh, you know, it's better to give gifts than receive.
You don't believe that?
That's a lie.
Well, I like giving gifts.
I mean, I like giving gifts.
I've actually got something I'm getting for you for Christmas.
Oh, shit.
It's nothing crazy, but it's something that I feel like you're going to really like it.
Dude, listen.
Yeah, I like giving gifts.
I love you.
Don't feel obligated.
No. I love you and everything about you. But when you tell me you're getting me something, some people I can be like, oh, they're going to give something cool. It's either going to be amazingly cool or I'm going to be getting in trouble. Yeah. I mean, there's no like, there's no in between.
This may be a twofer. You may get a little both.
Dude, you got me a blow up doll, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, it's used.
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, I don't want
you one that's not experienced.
Yeah, dude, no, I appreciate that about you. Thanks, man.
So yeah, man. Hey, so make sure you go to goodranchers.com, use our code. They giving 10% off right now, and then you can stack our discount on top of that.
I think that's how I read it.
And so make sure to give the gift of meat. I mean, I've always wanted meat for Christmas.
I mean,
better than socks.
I know. Think about this though. Like 10 years ago, wouldn't you have loved to wake up on Christmas morning to a bunch of meat under your tree,
dude? And like they wrapped like a week ago, and it just stinks.
No, I was saying like
now they have meat subscription companies that are frozen.
Yeah,
fresh frozen meat.
Yeah,
like Good Ranchers. So you won't open up spoiled meat.
No, you got it.
Yeah,
dry ice,
hot ice. You heat up the ice cubes.
Yeah, yeah. Rookie of the year.
Yep. So episode 72 coming your way. We got the DOD King. Like I said, man, I know Vaughn excited about this one because we've talked about this for a while. He was pumped when I even told him this possibility is coming on. Same way when I told you Donnie Baker, you're like, no shit.
Dude, I just can't. Some of these people, like I know how busy DOD King is.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think how busy I think he is, it's actually half of what he really is. I mean, the amount of stuff he does on social media, they're not all in one spot.
No. And he's luckily, like, you know, I've been talking to him since early on, and he told me he would do it, and he's a man of the word, he's a man of the people. He's trying to get rid of these greasy weasels. And
he needs to.
He's going to come on here, and we're going to air him out.
Yeah, we are.
Whoever he wants to talk about, we're going to talk about him too.
I might not even know him, but if he says they're a greasy weasel,
they're greasy weasels.
They're greasy weasels.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Well, he's in the studio. He's in the lobby waiting on the studio. So let's get him in and get this going.
All right, let's do it.
Uncle Dale and Von with stories to unfold. So sit back, relax, and behold. We discussing life and all its ups and downs. Tune in from your side of town. Talking pop cultures, movies, and TV shows. Giving the thoughts and much more. This shit is style, clothes, and gadgets galore. Keeping you entertained, you'll be begging for more. Cause we gon' laugh and hey, maybe even crying. But one thing's for sure, you'll be smiling. Cause Uncle Dale and Von are at your side. So come along, join, and let's ride.
They bring the heat, and the guests are supreme. They ain't just a duo.
All right, what's up, dude? We got the DOD with the D&D POD.
Yeah, we do.
Dude, I just made that up.
That adds up.
Yeah, dude, there it is.
Yeah.
What's
Not
up?
about it, guys. Thanks for having me.
What's up, Mr. Carter?
Doing great, man. Doing great. Another day in paradise. Just got to Florida yesterday, so just settling in. How's everything over there in Texas?
Good, man. It's cold. We got a cold front came through, so it's 55.
We have to play golf in this on Friday morning.
Yep. It's going to be cold and windy.
55 degrees? That sounds warm. Sounds great.
No, it's not. That's horrible.
Dude.
I get RBF,
Vaughn
under
has-
70.
Vaughn has resting bitch face. Yeah, anything under 70, you ever see him.
Dude,
Little bitch.
I got no fat. I'm just lanky, and the cold kills me, man.
Yeah. What's the lowest temperature you'd play in? Like if you had to go, if you could go play the coolest course ever, what's the least temperature you'd go play?
Oh man, see the coolest course I would pick though, would it be
I guess that's another thing.
dude,
right?
that's like,
What-
like 40 degrees in Denver is like 60 degrees here. So like there's always those fluctuations. God, man.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you a scenario. How about that? Bethpage Black in New York.
Okay.
And it's 39 degrees. Are you going to go play? You can play for free.
Let's go golfing.
Vonnie.
Let me guess, you want to ham it up?
Dude, how'd you know?
I knew you were going to say that.
Hey, Good Ranchers this holiday season is back and better than ever. So if you missed it at Thanksgiving, they did these 10-pound spiral hams, and they were to die for. Tons of 5-star reviews. And so right now, if you missed it then, guess what?
I bet you can get it again.
Yeah, back for Christmas.
I love that.
So use our code DNDPod when you go to goodranch.com, and what that does, in your order, you get a 10-pound ham for free.
That's like a $99 value.
Yeah, $99 value. I don't know how they do it.
I still want to know who does the math over at Good Ranchers.
Yeah, it doesn't add up, but these guys are just generous.
Well, I guess so.
They like giving the gift of meat, and you should too this holiday season.
Absolutely. I really love hams.
Dude, you ever had green eggs and ham?
I have not had green eggs and ham.
This year we're going to do it.
Listen,
I'm going to tell Ben to send us a ham, and we're going to do it.
what? How do you make green eggs? Food coloring?
Yeah, for good.
Oh, okay. I mean, can we just have yellow eggs and ham?
No, it's got to be green.
I don't know.
They wrote a whole book about it.
I don't know. I just say go to goodranchers.com and use our code DNDPod for a $99 ham
Yeah, for free.
for free.
10 pound.
10 pounds.
So apparently, like, there's a ton of 5-star reviews, and people are going crazy over them. So Good Ranch is like, you know what? We did this Thanksgiving. We're going to do it again for Christmas.
When in
We're
doubt.
going to keep the giving season going with giving hams.
And you got to ham it up.
Dude, who doesn't want a $99 ham? I've never bought a ham for $99, but I still wouldn't because I get it for free.
Move over, honey baked ham. Good Ranchers is in your place.
That's it. So, hey, goodranch.com, use our code DNDPod, get you a free 10-pound ham, value of $99 from Good Ranchers. So make sure to take advantage of that and give the gift of meat to your friends and family.
I feel like that was really hammy.
Let's go golfing.
I'm not going to enjoy it.
He's going to complain the whole time.
I'll complain the whole time, but I'll hit a couple good shots and say it was a good day.
Yeah,
That's
you go.
right.
For sure. I mean,
love that.
I played at Pebble Beach after the AT&T Pro-Am. Let me tell you, those pros really, I don't know how they can even like golf. I mean, it's really hard at Pebble Beach after a Pro-Am.
I bet, dude.
The best shot I hit was a 140-yard 5-iron to 1 foot. Yeah, a 5-iron, 140 yards. Out of the rough. Gosh.
So, hey, so Carter, for those of you who don't know, Carter is the DOD driver off the deck king. Man, I started following you a while back, dude. We linked up on Instagram and we started talking. This was pretty early on. I seen one of your TikToks or Instagrams, reels, and then man, fell in love with your page, dude. Like I remember sharing it with buddies, and then, dude, you were kind of everywhere, and then now you're flourishing, dude. I love to see you thriving.
That's right. I appreciate that, man. It's a trip. It's a trip. I had no idea I'd be doing any of this a year ago, so I've just kind of ran with it. And I do remember you reaching out at the very beginning. I appreciate you doing that, man. And day one, now we're sitting here on the podcast, ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, we're early too. We're only on the few podcasts you've done so far, huh?
That's right. I think this is my second podcast that. I've done subpar, and I did another like interview, but it was a buddies of mine, so it wasn't really anything. But yeah, this is my second podcast.
That's good.
Subpar. That's I know. Okay, I know.
Yep.
Never mind. I got it.
So you're from VA, right? That's what you're.
That's it. Norfolk, VA, the 757.
757.
I love it. You from Norfolk if you say Norfolk.
That's it. Everybody comes. You can tell right away. They come and they say, "Oh, Norfolk, Virginia is really cool," and you just get the hell out of my city, my man.
Yeah, there you go.
What you saying?
Dude, that's a damn good city too. That's a huge military base out there. They got some good tracks out there too. I played a couple of them. I can't remember the names of them, but yeah, there's some good spots out there.
It's good stuff. There's a lot of culture in the 757. You get a lot of everything from country to city to, we have shipbuilding, military, there's so much culture there. And growing up there, and why I rep it so much is just because growing up in that where there's so much going on and different kinds of people from different walks of life is what allows me today to connect with anybody anywhere. And I feel like it's helped me a lot, and I'm very proud of where I'm from. That's why I rep it hard.
Absolutely.
757, baby. Hey, so how long have you been playing golf, man?
My whole life. Yeah, I've been very fortunate to. My dad brought me into it since a very young age, pretty much since I was walking. So I've been at it for a while.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I started when I was 10.
I started probably 5 or 6. I didn't really get into it really until I was probably 12.
The bad thing is he has the same distance as since you were 5 or 6.
Dude, but you know what? Hey, it's always down the middle. I rarely lose balls.
He's a lefty too, so it's like
dude,
wrong side of the ball, dude.
I'm basically gifted. Is what I look at it. Yeah, I can hit a driver 275, not a big deal.
You lying ass.
If it rolls
255.
Yeah, right.
No chance.
Dude,
you using tees when you're hitting that little 255 shot?
I'm gonna be honest, man.
Like a weasel.
Look, and that's what I got to give you credit. The amount of skill, and I don't think people understand the amount of skill it takes to hit a driver off the deck is unreal. And I know this because rarely do professional golfers ever do it. It is very, very rare. So you being able to do that is actually pretty insane. But yeah, I can't do it that well. I can.
It's a power shot. It's a power play shot, and I feel like people are getting I get so many hate messages and stuff like that. It's kind of what I inspire out of people. So and I get fuel off of it. So I love it. Like there's nothing I enjoy putting people on tilt. But everybody's just like, all right, give up the whole no tee thing and just use a tee like everybody else. But for me, genuinely speaking, I hit it so much better off the ground. I'm way more accurate. I still hit it plenty of far, pound for pound, the best. And I hit more fairways. And it gives me a mental advantage over everybody. So for me, it outweighs, bending over and putting a little wooden peg in the ground.
So you legitimately do this on your own too. This isn't just
my life.
Wow. That's...
Everybody, or go ahead. Sorry.
No, one thing I remember seeing, I think it was Sergio or somebody years ago, whenever they want to make sure they hit a fairway finder, they would tee it up low. So it makes a lot of sense because I guess it takes out some spin. I mean, variable of spin.
Yeah.
So I guess off the ground makes a lot more sense.
Were you taught that, or was it something you just kind of learned?
Yeah, my dad would hit it a lot, but it was something that I just always would hit because when I was growing up and playing golf, I played in high school. It was my 200-yard club. I was a skinny, tiny little insecure weasel. My 200-yard club, I had to hit this whooping slice off the deck. And it was just a shot I had in the arsenal. And then when I got to college, I played down in Florida for a year. Coming from Virginia, we didn't really have crazy winds. So it was 30-mile-an-hour winds. Some courses we were playing, some tournaments. And I would hit it so spinny because I would just throw my body at it. Yeah. And so I just stopped using tees, for the most part. My coach was kind of just like, you're not going to travel if you continue doing that. So I would use tees and stuff. But it was a couple of years ago that I stopped using tees at all, way before social media and all this stuff. So it's been something I've been doing for a long time.
So you don't use a tee from the box with an iron?
No, dude, come on. With an iron?
Come on. Dude. Are you
serious? That gets me upset when people tee up.
Hey, I'm here to put you on tilt. Dude.
I don't use the tee on the with iron at all on tee boxes.
I do.
Dude,
I can't do it.
Not on a steep wedge, but I'll do it on like a 4-iron.
See, that's just terrible, man. It's terrible energy. It's like if you really need that much help with the iron, then you got to figure out whatever's going on in your game and in your head. Because I understand a lot of people come, they're just like, well, dude, if I'm gonna try to hit my driver off the deck, I'm gonna break my driver. I'm gonna hit the ground. I'm like, so I can understand, like, you're still a weasel, but like I can understand people wanting to tee it up with a driver. But when I play with like my fans or whatever, and just normal people who are shooting 90s and stuff like that, I don't say anything too much. I definitely chirp them at the beginning. But when they put a tee in the ground on par threes, I genuinely get upset, and I will roast you. It's like,
I can't wait till we play together. I'll put a tee in the ground and hit driver on a par 3.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna get, by the end of that round, you'll either be very mentally strong or just hate me forever.
Oh, dude, I know it's coming from a place of love, bro.
Absolutely, man. That's the thing is, like, I got all these haters. They're all secretly lovers, but at the end of the day, like, I've been enlightened by the no tees, and I'm trying to spread the energy and the word across to all these people. It's all from love. It truly is.
I think your best thing going for you, for anybody in social media, is to be polarizing. And you are. You love you or you hate you. And that's the best thing for you, because it's like that's what's got you to the top. And then I like how you call out all the guys that call you out. Like, he puts them on blast on Instagram.
I love it, man.
It's my favorite.
Every time, dude. Every time. That's my favorite thing, is because I don't care about social media, about any of this. I've been polarizing my whole life with just anything and everything I've done. So it's really fun for me to put all the haters on tilt, and I will let them know, and I'll post screenshots of their profile picture. I'll tag them in it too. And I'll just be like, yo, it's Weasel Wednesday, go get them. And I have these people under me. I love my army. I call them the King's Army. I love every single one of them. They are relentless, because I'll go to these people's pages. If they're public, they're done for. There will be hundreds and thousands of comments of my guys just roasting these guys. It's my favorite thing in the world. It's the greatest.
Hey, I don't use a tee when I hit off the deck on a par 3.
Yeah.
I just made that up.
There you go. Yeah.
Go get him, guys.
No. Hey, you're involved in this podcast, okay? So
I'm not and they'll know I'm clearing my name. I don't use that.
Yeah. Okay.
That's right.
So where did you play golf? You played college golf. Where did you play at?
Yeah, I played 1 year at Palm Beach Atlantic University in West Palm Beach, Florida. 5.61.
5.61. Okay.
That's it, man.
So was
Yeah,
it? I mean, is that
crazy.
one of the things you just? I guess you got into doing this, and this took off. And I mean, what was the transition out of that going into? What made you stop college golf?
Yeah. It wasn't really. I didn't do social media until years after college golf. I took a gap year after high school. I left. I had emailed over like 200 college coaches. I wasn't really that good, but I was good enough where I wanted to play. And I only heard back from 10 to 20 schools, if that, all D3, no money or anything. So I took a gap year after high school. And I went and I worked, and I was playing at a golf course, went to this academy, got better, won some events, and ended up taking the offer to Palm Beach Atlantic. I went on my official visit coming from, it was very cold in Virginia at the time. It was like the middle of December. I get down there, it's 70 degrees. The campus is 5 minutes from the water. It's 80% women. Everybody's walking around in sundresses. I'm like, Pops, I'm signing here. Like, I don't care what the offer is. And it was great, especially coming from just the cold. And so I did a year there. I was a good student. I just didn't feel like I was learning anything. And I wasn't really playing my best either. So I lost my scholarship, and I just dropped out. I just went to work. I worked 2 jobs full time. I decided I was going to go play pro golf. I didn't care what it was going to take. I knew I could do it. I knew I wasn't there yet, but I knew I had the mental to get there, and the skills and the talent and the work ethic. And so I was working caddying, working at golf courses. I was renovating bathrooms. I want to say I dropped out in 2019, and I didn't start this until February of this year. So I was working for about 4 years. I would just work 2 jobs hard during the wintertime. I'd work crazy hour work weeks to fund myself to play in tournaments throughout the summer. I was doing that for years. Wasn't really getting anywhere. I was just kind of doing it until I could get a sponsor, like play good enough to get a sponsor for pro, because it's so expensive.
Yeah.
And then, dude, I just very, very lucky and grateful that this kind of just blew up out of proportions into something that I had no idea would be doing, right?
Yep.
Like this time last year, I was hands and knees tiling bathrooms every day.
Yeah, when I first messaged you, you were still working at the golf course, and you were still posting on Instagram. You were doing, you were tearing out tile of bathrooms and stuff, man. Like,
Hell yeah, bro.
but it was
Collar,
right,
baby.
It was right at that brink though. You were making the jump. You're like, hey, dude, I'm about to be out of this altogether, going full force with the social media, and So man, it's been a wild ride for you, I'm sure.
It has, man. We've been chatting over Instagram for a long time, literally since that. I remember that, dude. Yeah, it's a trip, bro. It's a trip. My producer Winston. For those who don't know, who are listening right now, it took about 30 minutes for my team and I to set up this podcast, because without him, we have no idea what's going on with technology. I'm the worst at it. I still don't understand social media or anything like that. And so he was the assistant pro at my golf course that I'd play and practice at. And he would come out and watch matches where I would talk hot smack talk to all these people for using tees. He'd just come out and watch me chirp these guys and not use tees. He was like, dude, you would go viral on social media. And I was like, I don't want anything to do with any of that, like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I don't want to be out there in the world. And eventually he just convinced me to do one video, and it went stupid viral. It wasn't even on my account. I didn't have an account at that time. It was like Winston Davis 144, and like Golf Digest posted it, Zaire Golf, everything, the very first video. And he was like, we can make money doing this. I was like, all right, let's rock and roll. I'd love to stop tiling bathrooms anytime. So
dude, I mean, I come to realizing you've just been doing this 9 months. Like, it just dawned on me. I mean, I've been there since day one. I guess I didn't even realize it. Dude, the first video I watched, I was like, this is golden. This is absolute gold right here. I was like,
it seemed like you were doing them one take too, which was even funnier.
Dude, it's amazing, man.
You should go into wrestling after this. WWE should sign you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I've been approached by like people who are just like, I can get you to sign a contract with WWE and all this stuff. It's so funny, dude. It's so funny because for me, like, I just don't care at all. I never understood social media. So my producer, Winston, he would just hit record. I would spiel off whatever was on my dome and then just go hit the shot. And for whatever reason, that was whatever. People loved it. People hated it. And people would repost it. People would comment, I hate you. You're such a terrible person. I'm like, okay. Like, and at the beginning, I didn't have any sponsors or wanting to do this full time. So I would give it right back to these people. I'd be like, you're just mad because your wife cooks me breakfast for dinner, and just go off on people. And it was so much fun for me, dude. And I think that sparked so much engagement that it just hit all the algorithms at the beginning. Because at the beginning, I could post any video and it would get hundreds of thousands of views without me doing anything but just talking shit. Sorry, I don't like to cuss too much, but are you guys?
You're good.
Oh no, you're fine. Yeah,
I don't do it too much, but
dude, this video is like from the jump, and like same way I've known. I'm not a high ball hitter, so hit off the deck is something that, like, I was like, man, I ain't get the ball off the ground. And then I did it one day on Instagram. I remember tagging you in it. It actually cleared some trees and hit a good shot. I was like, holy shit, man! It was.
Oh yeah,
I was surprised.
I just can't do it.
Dude, I thought I couldn't, but I am steep, so I think that works well from hitting up the ground the way my swing is.
Yeah. Well, how about, like, let me ask you this, Dale. Like, when you pulled that off, what was the energy? Like, did it give you like some good energy after you hit it?
Oh, I was pumped, dude. I was like, I'm not a weasel anymore.
Hell yeah! But it gave you some confidence. You're like, you're like, I'm pretty much the man now.
Yeah.
This is my golf course.
You know, it's funny. So my kid, I got a daughter that's 13, son that's 10, and my daughter, she played school golf last year in 7th grade, and so, you know, I've showed her some videos, and we'd be at the driving range, and she'd be trying to do it, which was funny. You're watching your daughter; she can barely hit one off the tee good, and she's trying to hit them off the ground, which I'm like, hey, might as well try it out now.
You know what? Y'all have inspired me. Friday morning, I'm off the deck.
I'm a video for you, Carter.
We're gonna video it. Dude, we're gonna send it to you, and I'm gonna smoke it. I'm tired. Yeah, dude. I'm tired of being a weasel.
I've been one before too, bro. Like, I have, and so I've made it to this side, and now hundreds of thousands of people call me the king, and so I'm just trying to show love back and help all you guys out.
You're getting me out of a funk, and I appreciate that about you. You're a caring man. I mean, screw those haters, man.
Of course, bro. Dude, they're all lovers. All of them are lovers, man. I tell you, it's crazy because after being on this side, you can tell people are just truly insecure. And though, if you take time, and this is to all the haters that are watching, because they watch all my stuff, they listen to all my stuff, they comment on all my stuff, they get so upset with me. They're swiping on their phone, they're voluntarily being on social media, watching me post a video, and they get so upset that they take time out of their day to write paragraphs under my stuff and send me crazy messages. Like, that's insane. That's all love. Like, they're just obsessed with me because they want to be me.
Dude.
And so they have to.
I love that. I love that mentality.
It's true. It's
no,
very
true.
It
really is. I mean, you think like Howard Stern, his biggest audience were the people that hated him. Like, they legitimately did not like him. He's one of the largest, talk show hosts and or podcasters in the entire world. I mean, dude, you get a following from the haters. I mean, good pubs, or what is it? Any pub's good pub or something. So dude, that's awesome.
I mean, you get the views.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll be honest. There's a little bit of jealousy every time I see one of your videos. but I'm man enough to admit that.
Right.
But I'm not going to hate you for it. I'm just going to strive. I'm just going to strive for it.
I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm all about the mental side of golf, of life, of competition, of everything. I'm all about the mental side of things. And so for me to be able to say what I say, and then somebody goes out and they message me and they're like, this is giving me energy to do X, Y, Z, not besides golf, not even in golf. Like, I love that. I love inspiring people and doing stuff like that just to be confident, because when I was in high school, I was super short, had a lisp, like I still do, still short. And I was insecure, very insecure. And now I woke up one day, I looked in the mirror, I was like, yo, I'm kind of the man. And I've just lived life like that ever since. Even when I was tiling bathrooms, caddying, working 80-hour work weeks, broke as hell, like just grinding through it. Every day, I loved what I do. I loved my life at that time, love it now. But I had this mentality that I just walked around with confidence. And I call it delusional confidence because at the time, like, whatever, I didn't really have anything going for me at that point. But if you can truly just walk around life confident, you'll be better about what you want to do and how you do everything in life, whether it's golf, whether you're going to be a nurse, teacher, whatever. To go around life insecure is just, there's no fun in that. So why not just, create your own reality around you until it becomes your reality?
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with that.
I like to speak things into existence. Hey, same with this podcast, man. We started this thing and we're going to get certain people on here, and we would just make up things, and then they're happening because we're like, fuck, we're gonna try to make this shit happen. And like I said, we've been on this. You're number 72, man. 72nd week for us.
So cool.
Year and a half. So
we did have Paige Spearknight coming on tonight, but we kicked her off to get you.
The king in replace of the queen, baby. Come on now.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, so let's talk about your vocabulary. Okay, so weasel. How long have you been saying weasel? What's your definition of a weasel?
So I've been asked that before, and it's like, there's so many things that it could be, right? It's like greasy. Greasy could be good. It could be bad. Weasel, I mean, it's pretty much just bad. But for me, there's a bunch of different definitions of it, but it's essentially an insecure person who has to cast out their insecurities on somebody else because they don't believe in themselves. It's something along those lines. Like, if you're a little keyboard warrior, you're a weasel because you're going to type, oh, I hate you so much, XYZ, because that's how they feel about themselves. They're like, you're cocky and arrogant, but they're just not confident in themselves. So they have to put it out there. So, a weasel is just somebody who's insecure and has to, put it on somebody else when they could do something about it themselves.
So greasy, you could use that good or bad, huh? That's how
Of course, right. Yeah. So like greasy food, right? Like if you're going to Mickey Don's, you want to get a quarter pounder, double quarter pounder, and a Big Mac. That's good grease. Like that's really good. And then you're in a greasy situation on the golf course, like you're short-sighted out of a muddy bunker, whatever. You got to want that grease. You got to want to get greasy so that you can hit that greasy shot. But then it can also just be like, a greasy person, XYZ, greasy situation, stuff like that. So, there's different ways to use it. It's awesome.
I love it, man. It's adaptable.
What's another one you? I hear those all the time. Is there any other that we're missing?
Yeah, God, I reel them out. I have my buddies create a vocab list of stuff because I'll just I'll have something and I just rip it. Like my brain works in such a weird way.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's helped because people don't quite understand the way that it works. So it helps with content and stuff. But yeah, I just reel it off my brain. But yeah, greasy. I mean, soft mitts is good. That's more of a hockey term.
Yeah, you knew soft mitts. I've been seeing that.
Yeah, I like soft mitts. That's a good one. I've never played hockey. I'm a big hockey fan, but I have all my friends are from the north, and so it's just something that I've just heard my whole life. Gosh, yeah, I have so many. As I say, I'm in this podcast. We can just, you can ask me to define them. I'm sure I'll rip them all out.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
So how old are you, man? You're early 20s?
I'm 24 years of age.
Dude, that's awesome. So, I mean, this newfound, how has this roller coaster been the last 9 months? I mean, have you had a point to where you sit down and really soak it all in, or is it just still like, oh my God, have you had a chance to soak any of this in?
It's honestly, this week is the first week since essentially like March or April when it was really blowing up that I have had time to like buy to myself. It's still not to myself. I got two of my greasy homies from the north living here, but it's the first time I've really just settled in and just been like looked back. Like some memories will pop up on my phone of me tiling this bathroom that I remember tiling that feels like yesterday. And it just kind of like, it hit me. I was like, dude, life is a trip right now. I mean, it's crazy. It was from the beginning up until about 2 weeks ago. It was travel here, travel there, travel here, travel there. Some money comes in, the money goes out immediately. Got to go to California to meet with XYZ. Got to go to Miami for DJ Khaled's event. We get back for a day. This person hits me up. We got to go here now. And I've never traveled a day in my life. I never had left this time zone until pretty much like 6 or 7 months ago. Now it's traveling every week that I'm not really used to. It's been chaos. It's been great chaos. I've had nothing but a blast with some of my closest friends, just traveling, meeting the coolest people in the world that I've looked up to, people that I've listened to, people I've watched on TV, athletes and stuff like that. But it was one of those things where the iron was so hot. And I knew that the driver off the deck was, trends come and go, but I can turn this into something that's forever if I can get people to YouTube, if I can create a following on my journey, because I'm still chasing professional golf. That is my number one goal. Even if all this social media stuff went out the window tomorrow and Instagram was no longer an application and YouTube was gone, I would still be chasing my goal because social media is not my end goal here. But the iron was hot. The driver off the deck trend was hot. And so I got to go capitalize. So anybody who's hit me up or any event or XYZ matches, I got to go. And so everybody's like, you're making money. We're making some money, but we spend it on travel. If, somebody hits you up, you're gone the next day. You got to get a flight, got to get a hotel, pay for food because we got to go film with him. And so you just keep striking the iron. And now it's kind of, we just got back from Cali. We filmed with Vernon Maxwell in Houston. We went to Chicago to the Live event. Went to Cali, filmed with Fred Durst, Limp Bizkit, George Gankus, Bear from Jackson. Then we went to Vegas, came back home. We went to Florida, down to Miami, Grant Horvath, Micah Morris, all this film. And now we're settling in here in Florida, away from everybody, away from distractions. And it's kind of just like hit me now. That was a long way to answer your question, but it's kind of hit me now that like, oh my God, like this life is a trip right now.
Yeah, just watching you. I seen you with the DJ Khaled. I was like, holy shit, dude. Like, that's surreal. Like the stuff that's been blowing up. And then, man, who was another one? I seen you at the Live event. So when are you gonna get a contract with Live, man? That's what you think you should do,
dude. Hopefully 2025. Greg Norman, where you at, big dog? Send that contract over, brother. Need a signing bonus for the team. Yeah, the thing is, man, like my game. I've been playing the worst golf of my life the last 2 months. It's been tough. I'll be the first to admit it, just because with all the travel and stuff like that, there's not been much time for practice. And I've always been a guy that does not rely on talent. My confidence feeds off of work and hard work, relentless work, constant hours in the gym, practicing on the greens, stuff like that. And I haven't been doing that at all. So now it's kind of, we're settled down and now it's time to just grind the work and everything. Sorry, what was the question? I get lost. My brain's so dumb.
Dude, I forgot to.
That's okay.
No, I think you answered
you answered the question. Hey, so how much? I know you had an injury, you lat, and so how much that set you back while you're still trying to fulfill all these events and do things?
Right. Yeah. It was tough. And it's kind of I started the 75 hard challenge. I'm on day 9 right now. Where there's no booze, no cheat meals, 2 45-minute workouts a day, gallon of water a day, and you have to read 10 pages of a book. It's been a grind. It's been a grind with the no Mickey Dons and the no high noons on the course.
The Mickey Dons, dude. I love that.
Hey, what's your favorite high noon flavor?
You know, I like watermelon a lot. I like watermelon anything. I like lime as well. Pineapple.
You got to go pineapple.
Yeah, pineapple's probably my favorite because just like it's refreshing. I'm trying to work out a deal with high noon and be sick. I kind of have to wait after this challenge now.
But I think you'd be a perfect guy for Barstool, man. Just your persona. You and Portnoy would be a great video together.
Dude, I completely agree. Y'all
are so brash and funny. I would love that collab.
Yeah, so many people, and I knew of Barstool, knew of Portnoy, obviously, but I was never big into just social media, so like I never really followed anybody. But I was getting so many comments early on about I'm Dave Portnoy's illegitimate son or something like that. Yeah. I was like, what does it even mean? And I'm asking like my manager, my producer, I'm like, dude, like I know Portnoy, but like where's the resemblance here? Like he does pizza reviews or whatever. But then I was watching some of his videos. I was like, all right, I kind of get it now.
He's got the same type of swagger, the same mannerisms.
And you love him or you hate him.
You love him or you hate him. Yeah. And his haters love him.
Dude, Portnoy when he goes off and like he just filed a suit against the NFL for Joe Burrow not being reported him being hurt because he lost a parlay or some kind of bet.
Dude,
he can do whatever he wants, man.
I would love to see a collab between y'all two. That's actually my dream now.
It'll happen at some point for sure.
He's a terrible golfer, so you definitely would be able to roast his weasel ass on the golf course. It'd be fun.
I'll play him for 10% of his company versus 10% of mine.
There you go,
Portnoy.
There you go.
Papers, bud.
What's your index right now, man? What are you rolling at?
So it's a +2, but right now, dude, I haven't broken par in 2 weeks. It's been bad, so I don't know how the handicap works. But I've been putting the scores in now because we have like USAM stuff or all the USGA stuff coming up. You have to have a handicap index. I'm still an amateur golfer right now, but it's probably when I'm playing my best. I'm shooting under par on my bad days, which is good. But right now my bad days are high 70s, mid 70s, so it's fluctuating. But I'm on the grind right now, getting it back.
Hey, so one thing also seen that is pretty sweet. I read that on your story. You still got 2 years of eligibility left for college golf, and so you've had a bunch of so people reaching out to you, colleges.
Over 100 in the past 2 months.
Holy shit!
Yeah. Is there any interest there to maybe do that?
Yeah, that's what everybody wants to know. There's actually cool timing for everything, honestly. Because I just kind of like made it public because I had originally zero interest at all because I've kind of promoted that I'm a college dropout, and I'm not really a big fan of college either. But there's interest. There's a crazy opportunity. Whether I do it or whether I don't, just like with NIL deals and stuff like that. And there's some big universities that have reached out, and there's also some smaller ones. And I was talking to my team, I was like, it'd be cool to go to a big D1 school, and because there'd be a lot of eyes on those events, and they're big events, good coaches, good facilities, resources, etc. Would be good for the golf game. Don't know how it exactly work for content. We'd have to work something out because obviously there's a team now, and I have to take care of them and everybody, we gotta keep it rolling with the brand and everything. And on the flip side of that, I could go to a smaller program and legitimately change that program's essentially.
You'd be like primetime going to Jackson State,
Colorado. Yeah, Jackson State. That's right.
You go and put them on the map.
Can you just go to Oklahoma? Can you just go to Oklahoma State, please? That's where Vaughn went.
I mean, if I got an Oklahoma State offer, I would probably accept. Let's put it that way.
All right,
I don't know if I play right now. Give me 2 months and I'll start playing. I'll be number one on the team,
dude. that's hey, I love that. I love the confidence on that, dude. That's awesome.
Hey, I want to do so we have a sponsor, Good Ranchers, one of our big sponsors, man, and they are a meat subscription company. But we got a new segment we're doing on our show. I want to do with you. I think you bring something good to it. So being there, the meat subscription company, they source all their meat and food from the United States. They're big patriots, but we do a segment now called "What's Your Beef?" So we want to know what's your beef, man. Like, give me something. Give me some hot take or some beef that you got, and we're gonna.
It can be about anything.
Yeah.
Anything that just pisses you off.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. So for me, I have the war against weasels going on right now, where the keyboard warriors, anybody who's called me out online who's protected behind their little screens in the basements, I now bring them out to the course. I travel to their city, and I'm just like, hey, if you want the match, let's play. And so I have beef with people who genuinely believe that they are powerful behind that keyboard, where in reality and in real life, they say nothing to me, or they would do nothing. And so I'm putting an end to the keyboard warrior culture, the cancel culture, people who are so powerful behind their screens and they do nothing in person. We got to go back to old school. If you're talking smack to somebody, you fight, and then you guys are boys after.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have beef with one of your homies back in the day or whatever, you guys are going to go fist fight. One of my best friends to this day, we had a fist fight. He's like 6'2". He gave me a black eye that was so bad. But right after that fight, we were boys. Right again. So it's all love once again, but to take the keyboard warriors out, the beef is with them. It's insane how protected people feel behind those keyboards. So I'm bringing them out to the golf course, and we're playing for stuff. I brought one out, and we played for pink slips. We had a lawyer there. We signed papers, and I took his car and drove past him.
Dude.
Go check it out on YouTube. Keep it real, bro. It's all raw. We showed up to the course. We hit record, played for pink slips, and I drove right past him on the outro. Yeah. Straight up.
And you kept please tell me you kept his car.
Come on, dude. Of course. That was the thing, is everybody's like, oh, did you give him his car back, or did you guys actually play for it? You're damn right. And you're damn right I kept it too. You have to prove a point to these people. We're not getting participation trophies and medals nowadays. We're done with that. If you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. And so you got to let them know. But yes, I do have two cars. One of them, my car is a beater car. It's a Yukon XL. So yeah, we upgraded the arsenal a little bit.
That's a good way to increase your.
What kind of car? What kind of car did you win?
Nissan Altima.
Oh, that's a good one.
It'll go for 1 million miles.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, hell yeah, brother.
And you got a great story with it. That's a hell of a.
It's cool, and we recorded it all, which is dope. And so, and this is new. Like, we just started the war against weasels, and it's my favorite thing on YouTube. And so, and dude, I'll tell you what, those little keyboard warriors, when they pull up to the course and they're playing for their car, they are nervous as hell. And I feed off of that. Like, if you show me who you are on the golf course, I don't care if you're better than me, skill-wise, you're done. If you show me, like, you know, there's some people who they feed off of the shit talk. And so if I know, because for me, I do. If somebody starts shit talking me, it's a wrap. I play better when I'm a little tilted and angry. So if I see somebody is feeding off of that, we go XYZ different route. So it just really depends on where we want to go with everything. But yeah, they get so nervous in person. It's my favorite thing in the world to see that.
So winning this car, did this guy, did he even have a shot, or was he just, you're just calling him out?
Yeah.
And, I mean,
no, he was solid. He was very solid.
Oh, okay. So,
yeah, it came down to the last hole. I was one up going in the last hole, but we both birdied the last hole. He was up at one point in the match too.
Okay, yeah, so he was okay. At least it was fair.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
and I don't give. It's not an 18 handicap. It's not an 18 handicap going and trying to play for your car.
No, and you better not, because I don't give out strokes either. So if you're coming to play,
I guarantee you, if somebody's an 18 handicap and they want to play me in golf, I'll bet pink slips and I'll take their car, even though it's not fair.
Yeah. Dude, they want to talk smack, and let them.
Absolutely.
Let's go. Rock and roll, baby. But yeah, where's the beef? Keyboard warriors.
Dude, I love it.
The war on weasels is my favorite.
Yeah, hell yeah. And I guess there's one more I might as well throw in there as well, because there's this one kid who's a social media influencer. He's been talking hot shit to me for months now, and he's from my state. And I give so much love to my state, 2 up, 2 down VA, and you know that's right. But this guy, Ben Kruper, okay, he's been blowing up because of me calling him out. I'm pretty much giving this guy his career, and I'm giving him his career just to end it whenever he decides to finally man up and come play me. I don't care what we play for. I don't care about money, nothing like that. I'd rather take something from him. So if he's starting to get deals and stuff on social media, I want a percentage of those deals every month, so that every month he's reminded that the King took that from him. So whatever. Ben Kruper, I hope somebody's listening to this and sends it to him so he can see this clip. I'm going to take a percentage of all of his brand deals. So every month he has to write a little check to CVA Golf. God, I hate people who talk. They make videos about me and they talk all this smack and then they do not respond when it's time to set up a match.
We'll make a reel and post this for sure. And then if y'all have the match, me and Vaughn are going to fly there and watch.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, y'all can commentate it. How about that?
Oh my God, we would love to do that. I need Ben Kruper Golf. I've actually watched him on YouTube many times.
Really?
Yeah.
The pause swing.
Yeah.
The weasel.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes under pressure with the King, bud.
No, what a weasel. What a weasel.
Dude, he's from Nova, Northern Virginia. And the big thing is like the 757 where I'm from, big blue collar. There's obviously cities and stuff and the beach and everything. But Nova is just known for daddy's money weasels. All of them. You know, your typical frat dude with the, you know, the hair and everything. They come from money. They're all like, oh, my dad's a lawyer, XYZ. Like that typical textbook person that you think of. Yeah. That's Nova, essentially, in a nutshell. I don't even count that as a part of Virginia. So yeah, the fact that he comes from there too, it's hilarious. But those people, those little daddy's money boys, they all crumble under pressure when a blue collar kid comes up and plays for pink slips. So it's rock and roll, but don't be scared.
The War on Weasels is my favorite.
Dude, I absolutely, dude, I'm feeding off of your confidence. I'm a confident ass guy.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. The WAW, it's new. I think we've only done four of them. But it's my favorite thing to do. I genuinely think that's what's going to kind of elevate my YouTube to be up there with all the other ones. I will be the YouTube king one day. I already am, but the numbers have to get there as well. But yeah, I think it's my favorite series to film as well, just because I love competition so much and putting people on tilt. It gives me energy and satisfaction like nothing else.
That's some good beef.
Hell yeah. Where's the beef? Then golf.
That was great beef.
That was great beef. Hey, so what's been your most surreal moment from all of this? I mean, when I seen you play with DJ Khaled and like Quavo, I was like, holy shit, man! And then the shot you hit with Quavo when he dropped it and he smoked it. I was like, dude, that was a crazy video.
Yeah, that was a trip, dude. That was probably the most surreal. I mean, I've met so many cool people that I've looked up to, or you know, at least listened to, watched XYZ. Yeah. Like I said, like. That was a surreal moment. I mean, DJ Khaled was the man, and all the people at his event. That whole time was just like a fever dream. But even after that, like I've played with some NHL guys, played with some NFL guys, some NBA players, some musicians. It's been sweet, man. Like played with Jordan Davis, country guy, the man,
LSU guy.
Louisiana, Shreveport, I think. Shreveport.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played with Fred Durst, Limp Bizkit, another surreal moment.
I got to ask about that, dude. Limp Bizkit was like, I mean, that was during our time. I mean, I'm 40, so like the Limp Bizkit era was like my favorite.
Dude, he was huge.
And so, how was he in person, man? Because he's wild, huh?
He's the man.
Yeah,
he's the man. He's been a good mentor towards me as well, which is kind of cool to say, and also like some people might find that scary, but he's the man.
He's had coolest dude. He's had haters, so he could definitely tell you how to handle that.
No doubt about it. And he's on a level that's insane. You know, he was before my time as well, but I knew of Limp Bizkit, obviously, and everything. And right before we met him, the night before, we're staying in a motel, and I put on Netflix, and I show my boys Woodstock 99.
Great documentary. And
I was like, boys, y'all just need to watch this guy right here. And I was like, that's who I'm playing golf with tomorrow. That guy.
Yeah, when he started talking shit about Scott Stapp, like, and he's right backstage. He's tall. He's like, he thinks he's fucking Michael Jackson. He's like,
yeah, he doesn't give it there, dude. That's like, I connect with that. Like, I love it. And he's OG. He's the man. So yeah, he was cool. He's the man. I got nothing but great things to say.
Is he a good golfer? Can he swing a club?
No comment. But yeah, he's getting there. He's getting there. I'll tell you, we did a video and he hit some good shots. He has it. Like, he has the ability to do it. And as he continues to practice and get better, he's going to be good. He's got the right mental for it, 100%.
Yeah. No,
Who's the best celebrity golfer you played with so far?
Best. Dude, Jordan Davis was solid as hell, to
Really?
be honest. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. He can golf, dude. He can smash the ball. He hit one off the deck that was insanity. He has a great golf swing. The best golfer I've played with, he's an athlete but celebrity, Alex Killorn. He was on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now he's on the Anaheim Ducks out in Cali. He is one of the best golfers I've played with, like in general. He hit the ball like 350 off the box.
There's a lot of hockey players that are good golfers.
Yeah.
Athletes, bro. Athletes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Jordan Davis was super solid though.
I like Jordan Davis. Yeah, he's an LSU guy too. So he's had a good career.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Collins got a good looking bag on him though. He might not be a great golfer,
That
but he's got a
Louis
good looking
bag?
bag. Yeah.
He's got the swag. He's got the swag down better than anybody else, I think.
Dude.
Hey, so what about you going to collab with old Eric Lott?
So I did a video with him.
Okay, I must have missed that one.
Yeah.
I like that guy,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, he's the man. Another great guy. He's one of my favorite. I only play golf one time, but he's good. He's good people's man. He's just super down to earth, great dude. He's a good rapper too, man. We went out to Charlotte to film with Mad Max, and we linked up with OG Lot and his crew.
Yeah,
and great people. Really down to earth. He loves the game of golf. I think he's great for it. I think what he's doing is a really good thing and bringing people into the game. But yeah, we did a video on his Instagram.
Okay.
He's hilarious. Yeah.
Dude, he's the one that
He's great.
For the Parmesan.
Parmesan. Yeah. And like what I've learned is like some people just have it like off the dome, like off the they can just rip. And he's just got the vocab and everything. It's sick.
Oh,
like,
dude, he's
so
great.
funny. Dude.
Yeah, he definitely man, he makes it fun. He would make it fun for a non-golfer. Me being a golfer, I love it. And like I can imagine a non-golfer watching that, like, man, this looks like a lot of fun. And him and his buddies, dude.
Welcome back to Hood Golf. Dude,
It's great, bro. He's great. He's the man.
Hey, so what's been the nicest course you've played since this that you never would have thought you played at?
It's a good question, man. I really haven't played any like popular courses.
None of the main.
You gotta think like everywhere we've gone is solely for the purpose of like we have to film content, and I hate for it to be like that, but it's business, right? It's a job, so we're paying the money to go out to these places. We have to go film at courses, and a lot of nice courses they're just like they're not with the filming because they don't need it, right? Or they just don't care. But I played some super nice courses that are like off the maps where like they're not really well known, but just super nice. So a place in California called the Grand, I believe. It's probably well known out there, but not like, nationwide. Yeah. But LeBron James had his wedding there and stuff like that. Bunch of crazy money into that place, and that place was sick. Like some of the coolest views ever. Yeah. But a lot of California courses were dope.
What's on your top course bucket list? What is it? What do you want to play that you haven't played yet?
Oh, man, that's a good question. I get asked that a lot, and to be honest, I've never like created a bucket list, but I feel like I need to. Old Head out in Ireland is this course right on the water, right on the ocean, like with crazy cliffs and stuff like that. My dad's played there a couple times. He showed me pictures. Would love to go play over there. And then on this side in the States, I'd love to go play Pebble Beach, obviously. I feel like that's everybody's.
It's a good time.
Yeah, I would say Pebble Beach. I've played a lot of the cool courses like before all the social media and stuff. My favorite course that I've ever played was Kiowa Island Ocean Course. Sick.
That's Georgia or South Carolina? South Carolina. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That would be one of my top courses too. I would love to play that place.
It was sick. I won my very first tournament there, and it was crazy because I'd never seen the course before, and I played it, and it was my first round at that time where I didn't have any 3-putts. And I ended up going into the last night, I had a 10-shot lead on the field, and I shot 10 over on the back nine to go into a playoff.
Oh, shit.
Dude.
Yeah.
Welcome to my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And I was using tees back then, and Kiowa Island Ocean Course, dude, you'll get 40, 45 mile an hour winds legit that are just normal out there. And I was so nervous because I'd never won before. I was just steering shots, and you cannot steer shots out there. And I ended up finishing like bogey, double, triple, and made like a 30-footer on 18 for triple bogey to force a playoff.
Oh,
and won the playoff. Won the playoff in the first hole, but dude, it was a hilarious story. I haven't been back since, and I have a free round there because I won it. I hope that didn't expire. I got to go back out there, dude. Sick track.
You need to redeem yourself out there.
Oh, no doubt about it, bro.
That back nine. Golly,
dude, it's scary. It's scary.
What other? So if you weren't doing this, if you weren't doing the social media like on the thing for golf, what would you be doing, man? What would be your dream besides that?
You'd be grinding to be a PGA Tour player.
No, I'm saying, but if you wasn't like, if golf wasn't your sport, what other sport would you be going at? You think?
Another sport?
Anything else you liked or were good at?
When I was growing up, I was very, very solid at tennis, like 10 times better than I was at golf. But I hated it. Like it was so boring. It was just the same stuff. I definitely could have gone to a better college for tennis than golf, but I just wasn't in love with it. And golf was kind of on the back end of things just because of tennis. But if I could be a professional in a sport, it would be basketball. I would love to be like a 5'7" Spud Webb and go dunk and stuff. That'd be sick. With a mullet too, that'd be dope, dude.
Hey, mullet headband.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah, bro. I'd go like old school style. I have a stash. You can't see it because it's greasy as hell. I can't grow one. I've been trying for November. The women love it, but I don't. But yeah, so I would grow the mustache out, the mullet. I'd go like old school, like Larry Bird, try to look like that or something.
I had a mustache for about a month and a half. I just got it back. I determined I'm a mustache guy. Just been doing it, dude.
I can't grow one.
My son had the greasiest mullet for a year and a half. He looked like Joe Dirt, dude.
Yeah, that's what I get called a lot, dude. Yeah, it makes sense. Like I get it. But yeah, after this month is over, I'm definitely excited to shave this bad boy. It's greasy as hell.
Dude, I love that. Dude,
hey, okay, so being that people say you look like Joe Dirt, we can do another thing on our podcast since we are doppelgangers. So since you've been in the social media light, people see you. I mean, I'm sure you get all kind of crazy messages and DMs and stuff. Who's been somebody they say you resemble, you look like your celebrity doppelganger?
Gosh,
you got any of those?
Yeah, I had a couple. I'm blanking on the names right now. One of them I actually liked because like he was a handsome looking celebrity dude, and I was like, I'm cool with looking like him. That works. But there's this one that was such a roast, and I forget the name of it, and it's hilarious. Honestly, it was something like Jeremy Renner or Johnny Renner.
Jeremy Renner,
yeah.
Dude, that's
somebody said I look like Jeremy Renner, and like if I smoked cigs for 30 years, I look like that Jeremy Renner or something. And I looked up the guy, I didn't know who he was. I looked up the guy, I was like, damn, that's a good roast.
Dude, Jeremy Renner's like a good looking dude.
I thought he looks like a crackhead, no?
No, Jeremy Renner's like a good. He just got ran over by a snowplow not too long ago.
He did.
Whoa.
He he could almost died. Like,
yeah, he almost did, but he made it.
Yeah.
And he still looks good, man.
Hey, so we got this app we use. So I got no bullshit. 25% come up Jeremy Renner.
There you go.
Hey, I got this. We use this website called Star by Face. And then, dude, another one's Tom Holland. That's funny.
Tom Holland, yeah.
Tom Holland?
Yeah.
He's
a guy dating Zendaya. I mean, I'd take that.
Tom Holland?
Oh.
The guy from Spider-Man.
Oh, okay, got it.
Okay. I'm bad with names and stuff. Yeah. I mean, hey, I'll take that.
And then you got Zelensky from Ukraine.
Oh, Vladimir Zelensky, dude.
Jeez.
That wasn't your main match, though.
No.
I mean, we've had a guest on here that got matched up with Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
That's a worse leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Ouch.
Big weasel.
Hey.
Yeah, no doubt.
War against weasels.
Absolutely.
Dude, that's so funny. So what's next for you, man? What's the DOD King, man? You rise into fame. You're in front of everybody. I'm sure you got a lot of people pulling at you. You got guys like me on the podcast trying to hit you up. So what's next, man?
Yeah. So right now, just continuing the YouTube growth. My favorite, the War Against Weasels is a great series, but my favorite's the DOD Queens series, where I go around and I play with girls, teach them how to not use tees, how to hit the driver off the deck, and then they go through a certification match where they go out and they don't use the tees, and if they pass, they get a broken tee because they're a certified DOD queen, or they get a tee because they're still a tee using weasel. So we're gonna continue growing that series. I've loved filming that as well. But for the next couple months, I'm pretty much in grind mode. I'm in the 75 hard, like I was talking about, really to just get dialed in, because this is going to be my last amateur season in 2024 before I go pro. So we're gonna film tournaments, everything, prep work leading up to it. So for the next couple months, I'm just kind of, I'm going to take myself away from distractions and traveling and stuff like that. We're still travel here and there for big matches and stuff, but it's pretty much just grind mode for the next couple months to get ready for competition. So we can go film tournaments, because I've talked a lot of smack, and people want to see me back it up. And there's nothing more I like than competition. It kind of went to the side with everything this summer, just because of the content, travel, grind, right? Like kind of that I had to strike while the iron was hot. So I didn't really play in the tournaments I wanted to play in. And now it's time to get back to that. And I think that's where kind of I can do content while chasing my dream. I think people would love to see the journey of me being the first one to make it without using tees. So we're just grinding for the next couple months on the YouTubes and stuff like that. And then we go to tournaments. We're going to film and just, let the world know how we're living.
Dude,
Is there any big collabs coming up that you nobody knows about yet? You want to drop here? Anything cool coming up on that end?
So we got one. Grant Horvat was my old teammate at Palm Beach Atlantic. Done one with him before, but we're about to drop another one with him.
Yeah, I watched that the last one you did with him.
I watch him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good people's man. He's been a great mentor for me, kind of behind the scenes with everything.
Y'all are definitely yin and yang.
Yeah.
Yeah, completely different people, bro.
Is he the one that golfs with his girlfriend a lot?
No, that's Ben Kruper.
Ben Kruper. Okay. All right.
No, Grant's a tall, dark-haired guy.
Okay, yeah.
With my girlfriend today. Yeah, that dude's gonna get the smoke, bro. My God. But no, Grant. No, Grant and I are complete opposites. And I remember when I first met him in college, I hated the guy.
Yeah.
And it was because I was an insecure, jealous weasel, bro. Because he would go skip practice to go fish, and then he would show up on qualifying day and dust everybody. Like 6, 7 under, and I would grind my ass off just to shoot even par and not even travel. So I hated him, just pure jealousy. I was like, I hate how good his swing is. I hate his teeth, how white they are. I hate how tall he is and how tan he is. And then after a little bit, we were just chopping it up, and we had like whatever, we were hanging out, and we were just boys ever since. So he's good people's. He's the man. He's killing it in the YouTube space and everything. But yeah, great mentor. But yeah, we got a video with him dropping next, and then we got a couple big ones at the start of the new year that I can't really speak on right now.
Yep, I'll
just because of whatever. But we got some good stuff coming. 2024 is gonna be sick, dude.
Well, we'll be watching for sure.
Oh, absolutely. So so I'm assuming for this amateur season you picked up some sponsors. I would have to assume.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Is like everybody assumes that I'm a millionaire. Right, like everybody's like, "Oh, like you're killing it." I'm like, it's not really how it works, but I would love for that to be big. But the crazy thing was, and I haven't really spoke about this at all, but at the very beginning, everything was blowing out of proportion. I was getting 3, 4, 5,000 followers a day. You have like the story mentions where people are tagging you. I had thousands of people tagging me and driver off the decks every single day.
I bet.
I was getting offers by companies that were obnoxious, but it was the problem that I had with it. One, I didn't sign with any agency or anything like that. I wanted to go all on my own. My boy quit his job in Chicago. I wanted him to come work. I wanted it all to be, if I'm coming up in this life, I'm bringing my boys with me. We're going to figure this all out as we go. And I got offers that were obnoxious, but they were all sellout offers. Like they would own me essentially. I had to say things like I was a salesman and stuff like that. And I haven't really spoke about it just because whatever, but I never took any of those deals. I didn't take a deal for at least 4 or 5 months into the game. It was just all my life savings. I was just pouring into this. All of us made sacrifices and stuff, but I didn't take any deals. And right now I have 2 sponsors, I believe. First Form, which is like supplements and stuff, which is great. My workouts, and Sunday Swagger polos. But everybody thinks I'm sponsored by TaylorMade. I'm not signed with them. I'm not signed with any clubs. I'm not signed with any like bags or anything. So I have 2 sponsors. First Form and Sunday Swagger. We're obviously working towards a club deal with certain things, and other stuff. So 2024, kind of like this is the end of the year, so people are starting to evaluate for 2024's budget and everything. So we'll definitely have some stuff coming up with that soon. But I kind of blew up at the wrong time, kind of in the middle of the year, fiscal year, whatever they call it. Dropped out of school. But I'm glad that I kind of waited because I didn't sell out and I didn't, turn into a marketing machine for these companies, and I would have lost. I could have cashed in, shared, could have made some big money at the beginning, but I feel like now my brand would have been tainted with all these ads and stuff.
Well, the good thing is you're still on the rise. So they, somebody could have been watching you and seeing like, man, this guy might fizzle out, but you're still hot, going up. So I mean, your stock is rising. So I think that's going to even just bode well for you for next year.
Definitely, yeah, I appreciate that, man. That was the big thing. It was like everybody's like, where do you go from here with the driver off the deck? And I was like, look, people sure they're watching for the driver off the deck, but like it's gonna, it's a trend that's gonna die. People aren't watching for that. I could be some nerd who goes, doesn't say anything. You'd be like, I don't use tees and I just put it on the ground and I hit driver off the deck. Nobody's watching that. They're watching it because I'm a 5'7", 6 missing teeth with a lisp who talks with insane confidence, and people are like, why the hell is that kid confident if he looks like that and he talks like that? Like I have to keep watching him and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, you're watching for the shot, but it's more so like you either love me or you hate me, and that's why you're watching me. So I could be hitting a putter and it doesn't matter. I posted a video where I didn't even hit a golf shot. I just sat in a cart and I was like, I'm not even going to hit a shot and it's going to get hundreds of thousands of views. And it did. And that's it. So we just continue on. It's at the end of the day, like they're watching because of stuff that I'm doing. And so I'm going to continue giving them that content, and they're following along the journey to the top of the game. The golf needs change. There's a new realm and there's a new generation of golf coming. It needs change, and I'm the cashier. So I'm the guy to get it done. We're gonna do it.
I absolutely agree. It absolutely needs to change.
Oh yeah, dude. The country, society, everybody walks on eggshells nowadays. Everybody. Screw golf. Just everybody watches what they say. XYZ. How they do things. How they walk. How they talk, and stuff like that. We're done with that. We're done with that era. We're done with cancel culture. Keyboard warriors. Have some confidence. Speak your mind. Do what you want to do and say what you want to say. All this, like, we're buttoning up our collars at the course and you can't talk like this and you have to act like this on the course and you can't play music. We're done with that. We want to have a good time. We're outside. People, whether you're bad at golf, good at golf, I want you to go out there and enjoy yourself in life. So golf needs change. We're done with the old school version. I am a traditionalist. I don't use tees. All right. I'm a man of the environment. I don't want to pollute it with all these plastic tees and stuff like that. For all the women watching, I love the environment. And yeah, so golf needs change, bro. And it's the new era is coming, and golf is rising crazy ever since COVID. And so I love to see that. I love to see people who you wouldn't expect to see on the golf course enjoying themselves, being with friends, outside, talking smack. That's what golf is. And that's what it needs to be and showcased.
In under 4.5 hours.
God bless, dude. I swear. Slow play, that's a wrap. That's a wrap with me. I walk up and I hit the shot. I probably should spend a little more time reading my putts. But dude, that's my biggest thing is everybody, when people were sending me videos and stuff, I would roast anybody who sent me a video over 10 seconds. If they're like sitting over the ball and they're like readjusting their grip and they're doing all this stuff and they're taking so long, instant roast. Like you got to just walk up and hit it. If you're playing basketball, football, tennis, all these other sports, you don't got time to think like that. You got an instinct. Yes. So the more you think about that shot and know I have to hold this perfectly I have to make sure my feet are this way. Be an athlete, walk up to the ball, hit the shot. It's very simple. And if you shoot over even par and you're taking long, get the hell out of this golf course and go figure it out.
If you got a 10 handicap or above, stop with the practice swings.
Done.
You need to get off the course. God. You need to go to the range.
Hey, last Friday, me and 2 buddies, we played 18 holes in 3 hours.
That's exactly the way it should be.
Beautiful. And you don't need to be great to play quick golf.
No,
you don't.
No, just play fast
and go. Yeah, play fast. If you're gonna play bad, play fast.
I'm a field player, so like, dude, if I think too much, it's never good for me. I've always just been going.
Same, brother.
I got down to a 3 in COVID year, and then I'm a 6.2 right now, man. I'm just, I I'm a head case on the green right now.
I'm
a long ball hitter and I can putt well, but everything in between there, sometimes I get you never know what's going to happen sometimes.
I don't practice.
Yep.
So, but no, man, I appreciate you coming on, dude. It's been an absolute honor. I mean, you've definitely gotten the world of golf. You know, you gotten people excited about it. The videos are phenomenal. It's one of my faves, and dude, keep killing it.
Keep being yourself. Keep being yourself, Carter. I mean, that's what's got you here. And dude, let's think. Hey, you got some haters, but I'm telling you, the masses love you, bro. So keep doing what you're doing.
I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you again for having me on this, guys. It's honestly, I'm glad it happened. And you guys were on my top priority once again. Day one's first, and I do want to make it out to Houston. I've only been in Houston for 18 hours. I've only been to Texas for 18 hours in my life. I popped up for Vernon Maxwell's tournament. Mad Max, my boy, popped up there for 18 hours in bounds. So I got to make it back out there. Got to make it out there soon, and we got to hit the track.
Absolutely.
Hit me up, and we'll get some stuff lined up, man. Once I know when you're coming, and then let me know. I may have a place I can get y'all hooked up at too.
Dude, no doubt.
It can help us some expenses while you're coming.
Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, we'll make it out to Texas, no doubt about it. We'll hit you guys up. We'll have to go do something.
All right, Carter. Well,
right,
hey,
man.
The DOD King is out, man. We appreciate you, Carter. Let's go, man. See ya.
My man.
Later, man.
Later.
Go, go, go. So hope you're ready for the show. Strap in, 'cause we ready to roll.